All right, what's going on YouTube? Card Collection 2 coming at you here with a brand new video. And today we are back with another PC showcase. This time it's going to be my F1 sports card collection. So if you guys have followed my channel for a while, you'll know that in middle to late last year, I started to get into F1. Sat down and watched Drive to Survive, the Netflix documentary show highlighting the sport. Started watching that with my wife and very quickly became interested in it. Partially because I enjoyed it, but also because it was something that my wife and I could watch together, as she found a lot of interest in it as well. So, again, over the last couple months, we've done different videos for F1. I've shown it in mail day videos. I did a box war with my wife for 2020 Topps Chrome, etc. So, wanted to showcase today some of my F1 PC. This is not going to be all of it. There's a lot of rookies, inserts, sets, parallels, other things that aren't here. But for the most part, this will highlight a lot of my F1 collection, including my favorite 5 cards, all of which are from Topps Dynasty first year. So I'm excited to show you guys what we've been able to acquire and build up in the personal collection for the last 6 to 8 months or so. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. All right, so we're going to start off with some of my favorite rookies, refractors, numbered cards, etc. for some of my favorite drivers. Now, for the most part, over these last couple months, I've tried to collect mostly the same 5 guys. Lewis is definitely the guy I've collected the most and the guy I've been looking for, but also Max, George Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Lando Norris are other guys I've been after as well. So I want to start with those guys before we get into some of the big hitters in this video. All right, so got a bunch of these. Was picking these up early when they were cheap. If you guys have watched some of the show vlogs, we picked up a bunch of these in the Chicago card show last time that happened. So some of these George Russells. Got a George Russell purple refractor from first year Chrome at a $3.99. Got one of the base Sapphire. It's just a PSA 9, but still. Got a Gold Wave 22 out of 50. I've got a bunch of these, and you'll see these scattered throughout here and when we get into some of the big hitters, but this Formula 1 Freshest, somehow over the course of a couple weeks picked up a bunch of different ones of these, and you'll see a lot more of those soon, including some of the lower numbered ones. So that one's out of 99. Here's a True Gold 33 of 50. There's a base. Here's a purple $3.99. Another one of those. Another Sapphire. Here's a Sapphire 70th Black 29 out of 70. So there's some cool George stuff. Then you got some Leclerc stuff. Definitely a guy I like. Now it looks like these might have gotten mixed up because I see another George. So there's another George. All right, Leclerc out of 99. Kind of looks like in this picture kind of cracks me up. It looks like he's like being tickled. He's kind of like doing his own thing. So picture always cracks me up. Leclerc purple, $3.99. Another Leclerc purple, $3.99. Here you go. Gold Wave out of 50. So 16, of course, one off his car number. Probably one of my favorites. Leclerc orange out of 25. I've debated grading this. These cards, if you followed the F1, especially first year Chrome, super condition sensitive. The back has a lot of like chipping and edge wear, especially like in the top and the bottom and the middle on the card. In the back, definitely really hard to grade, but Sapphire out of 25. Gold Wave out of 50. I have a couple of these. One of them actually is on its way back from grading. It got a PSA 8, which is pretty common and pretty good for this. It's out of 52. Leclerc auto. Then the Variation Aqua out of 99. Variation Gold 48 out of 50. Base Sapphire. Then we got some Max stuff. You got a Max Gold, 34 out of 50, one off his car number. He's 33. Base Chrome, nothing special there. Verstappen. Got an Orange Wave, 21 of 25. Got a 70th Sapphire, 33 of 70. That is car number. So I think that stuff's kind of cool. Just jersey number in football or basketball or baseball. Same thing over here, car number. 9 of 70, Sapphire 70th. And then 46 of 70, Sapphire 70th. And then 26 out of 70, Sapphire 70th. And then an Aqua Sapphire out of 99. True Orange Driver of the Day out of 25. Got a PSA 8. Again, very common with that set. Here you go. Base Sapphire, number 10, PSA, or number 6, PSA 10. Got a Gold Wave Refractor out of 50. Grand Prix Driver of the Day. Max Grand Prix winner in Germany. Red Wave, 3 out of 5. Pretty cool Max. Picked this up. I want to say I got this in Tampa when we went to Tampa. I think I got that off Sports Card Taxi or Sports Card Plaza. One of the two brothers. But I think that's where I got that. But that's kind of cool. Red. Then you got another 70th out of 70. All right. Now, before we get into Lewis, some of my favorite parallels and stuff of Lewis, I want to show some of the other guys that I don't have quite as much of, including Lando. I only have a few of his. Here's a purple base rookie at a $3.99. Mazepin Red Ice at a 5. I picked that up in Tampa. That's when I really started to pick up some of these like parallels and stuff like that. I picked up quite a bit in Tampa. The Daniel Ricciardo 70th at a 70. Mick Schumacher auto. I just picked this up because of his dad at a 566. Got that in a deal. Daniel Ricciardo purple, $3.99. And then Ferrari Sapphire out of 70. You can see it's pretty beat up. Not in great shape, but thought the Ferrari logo was cool. And then some of the Lewis stuff. Don't worry, the good stuff is coming. I'm excited to show you guys. If you enjoy F1, I think you'll find interest in this. So some of the Lewis stuff. A bunch of these Sapphire base. I was picking these up early. I just think the difference. I noticed early on that the difference in price between these and, for instance, this card, like the difference between the base or the SPs is just astronomical. So to be able to get a Lewis first-year Chrome Sapphire for a few bucks, I was picking these up relatively cheap. So that was kind of my thought early on, is if I can acquire these cheap. I wish I would have bought more of everything, but do have one of the Sapphire base. And then you got a lot of these like Sapphire Driver of the Day, winners, stuff like that. Here's a Chrome, there's a Sapphire. All right, now here's a Sapphire Aqua out of 99. More Sapphire, just the base, bunch of different ones. Right? All right, now you got an Aqua, 24 of 99. Aqua, 2 of 99. Lucky number. This is 59 of 99. Here's a Grand Prix winner in Spain, 40 of 99. And then 93 of 99. Then you've got 2 Sapphire winners in France, 21 and 44. Card number, 44 of 70. Lewis Hamilton. Couple more Sapphire base. Then you got a Sapphire Gold, 14 of 50 from France. Abu Dhabi out of 70 Sapphire. Out of 70 again. Out of 70 again, 23 of 70. Then you got a Gold Wave Lewis, 33 of 50, Max's number. Not that that means anything at all. 70th gold. I try to avoid the 70th stuff. I've never been really a big fan of it. I prefer it to actually be serial numbered. I understand they're short printed too. I think it's one less than the actual serial number or one more than the actual serial number. Not sure. I just always preferred it to be serial numbered, so I tried to stay to that stuff where I could. But I got that. Another 70th, Lewis, orange. Thought that was cool with the flag in the background. Got a gold PSA 10 70th. Not numbered, but still short printed, and PSA 10. And then a base number 1, Topps Chrome BGS 95, no subgrades. That is some of the cheaper stuff. Now, before we move on to the bigger stuff, I wanted to show these. So I ripped a case of F1 with my wife. Got a case of this year's Topps Chrome F1. Wanted to sit down and rip it with her. We're going to do a video. We'll likely do another Box War PC battle video with her coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. But it was actually a pretty good case. Didn't hit a lot of like color or like big name colors or refractors, like no supers, no true reds at a 5, only a couple golds. So we didn't hit anything crazy, but the autos made up for it, and I'll show you guys here. So we got a George Russell Gold Wave auto, 34 out of 50. We got a Max Verstappen Gold Wave refractor rookie auto, well, not rookie auto, excuse me, Gold Wave Refractor Parallel auto, and a Max Verstappen Variation auto, all from the same case. Definitely cannot complain about that. Gold Wave Verstappen, Gold Wave George Russell, both out of 50, and a Verstappen Variation auto. So 3 big-time autos in a case. Thought that was fun. All right, now some of my favorite stuff. We'll show these one at a time here. Got a couple of the principal autos, picked up 2 of our my wife and I's favorites from the Drive to Survive series. It's probably 2 of the bigger names, the 2 biggest names. Christian Horner Dynasty Patch Auto, 2 out of 5. And my guy, Toto Wolff Dynasty Patch Auto, a multicolor out of 10. Good looking cards, and I didn't pay hardly anything for those. Those were relatively cheap. Have 2 Superfractor 1-of-1s. Have a Grand Prix Driver of the Day, Alexander Albon, and Matsushita? Future Stars 101 I picked up in Chicago. So 2 true 101s, not the 70th anniversaries, the true 101s. So I thought those were cool. Then we got a George Russell Topps Chrome F1 SP, PSA 9. I was hoping to get a 10 on this. Might still try to pick up a 10 at one point, but 9 will do for now. A Lando Norris Sapphire 70th Anniversary 32 out of 70. PSA 8. Starting to get us some cool George Russell stuff. You got a Sapphire Edition card number 192, PSA 9, 8 of 50. Again, PSA 9 is pretty good on these. Some of this stuff is hard to grade. Definitely can expect to see chipping on a lot of these, so 9s are definitely good grades. Here's an 8, again, going back to the Formula 1 Fresh, as I mentioned earlier. Somehow in like back-to-back weeks, I ended up picking up one of these. Picked up 2 of the, you'll see the gold, picked up another one, and then the best one I picked up after I had 2 of them anyways. So this is 6 of 50 gold, PSA 8. This is the one I picked up second, purple Sapphire, Formula 1 Freshest, George Russell, PSA 9, again, tough grade, and it's numbered 8 out of 10, so I thought that was cool. Love the purple on these. I think they look amazing. And then a couple big Lewis cards. Got a 70th Anniversary PSA 9, Lewis Hamilton, 18 out of 70, card number 1. Love the black on the black. Team color, looks fantastic. Would love for this to be driver number, but still an awesome card. Great grade. And then an SP Aqua Lewis Hamilton, card number 1, 65 of 99, PSA 9. Again, would love to have 10s, would love to have driver numbers, etc. But 9s of these are definitely solid grades. Just can't go wrong with the GOAT. So, Lewis. All right, and then you've got my biggest George Russell. Again, I mentioned the purple and the gold. Once I had those, I decided, well, maybe we'll just go ahead and grab the red one. Got this in trade. I got a Formula 1 Freshest George Russell red, PSA 10, numbered 4 out of 5. So, got the gold, got the purple, got the aqua, got the sapphire, got the base, got the red. All right, almost to the top 5, but before we get there, we got a Charles Leclerc orange refractor, PSA 7 with a 10 auto grade, 11 of 25. Would love for this to be a better grade, but 7s, 8s on this kind of stuff is common with the chipping, the peeling, scratches. They weren't not made to be in amazing shape. But got a 7 Leclerc auto. All right, time for the top 5. 5 favorite cards from my F1 collection that I've been able to slowly build over the last, again, 6, 8, 9 months as my wife and I have gotten into the documentary and started to watch the sport more. So these are my favorite 5 cards. Coming in at number 5, got a Charles Leclerc Topps Dynasty Patch Auto PSA 9, numbered 3 out of 5. Pretty sick on-card auto. You'll see some more in here in a second. I don't prefer the triples as much. I think the patches, that's cool, but the photo is so much smaller. Definitely harder to see him. So you'll see in a second here, I've got some duals and some single pieces that I think are cooler cards because the triples make it hard to see the person. But that would be number 5. Coming in at number 4, Got a Max Verstappen Dynasty on-card patch auto, numbered 9 out of 10. So you can see a little bit better on the driver. The auto covers up the name and part of him, so it makes it a little tricky too. Again, I ultimately prefer the single, but I think the dual is better than the triple. But nice dual patch auto of Max. Never been the biggest Max guy. He's definitely not the guy I root for, but no denying he is the upcoming star in F1. So it'll be exciting to watch him develop over the next couple years, and I would assume continue to dominate the sport. All right, then we've got a 1/1 George Russell gold patch auto from Dynasty on card. Love, again, the big portrait shot here of George, 1/1. Love the gold parallel. The only thing is I've seen a lot of the single patch autos. This is probably one of the weakest patches I've seen, especially on a 1/1. My number 2 card I'll show you here in a second is one of the coolest patches I've ever seen in this, and this is one of the worst patches I've seen. So the fact that the 1/1 has such a weak patch is definitely surprising, but again, on-card auto, race-worn patch, love the gold. Again, hard to really complain here. PSA 9 with a 10 autograph grade. Likely the future of Mercedes, but there we go. Coming in at number 2, a recent acquisition. If you've seen our TikTok, our YouTube page, our Instagram page, you've seen me post this card even on Twitter. You got a 1/1 zipper patch auto on card of Lando Norris. Again, probably one of the coolest patches I have seen from Topps Dynasty so far. Just amazing. Super, super cool. Card looks fantastic. Now, I have thought about grading this and the Max. Really have. But I don't want to grade them and get PSA 8s. I do not want 8s, and I don't want them broken out of the seal if they're not. I really want 10s. I don't really want 9s. So I'm kind of torn if I should grade the Lando or the George or the Max Verstappen. Again, I would love to have them in the grades. That's one of the reasons I went for Dynasty over Topps Chrome is the condition issues. You've seen some of these grades so far. If you've seen any Chrome yourself, you'll know a lot of them have the edge wear on the top and the back. Or the top and the bottom and the back and the middle, like here and here. A lot of chipping, peeling, stuff like that. That was one thing I noticed about Dynasty early on was they didn't have a lot of that, and a lot of them were getting 9.5/10s. You'll see we got the Leclerc 9, we got the George Russell 9, and the next card I'm going to show you is better than a 9. So that was one of the biggest reasons I went for Dynasty. They're also on card autos. So I want to grade these, but I don't want to get a bad grade. So it's kind of that double-edged sword on which one do you want more? You want to risk it or keep them secure as is. So for now, we're going to keep them ungraded, but Lando Norris coming in at number 2 for my second favorite Dynasty card. And then number 1, again, if you followed my page for a little while, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, etc., you will know that this card is by far my favorite. It's probably one of the top 5 favorite cards in my collection. Compared to what it's worth now, definitely one of those cards I did really well on, but certainly wish I would have gotten more when the opportunity presented itself. But again, hindsight's 20/20. So without further ado, you have a Lewis Hamilton Dynasty patch auto on card, 7/10. That is a BGS 9.5/10. So it's in this sleeve that looks to be too big, but dual multicolor patches on card auto. I've seen some of these Dynasty autos of Lewis that the top of the loop is like faded or non-existent. So it's a pretty good auto on this. Again, on card at a 10, got the portrait, dual race use, just can't beat it. So would love to have a PSA 10 of this. 10/10 would be fantastic, but for now we're good with a 9.5/10. So by far my favorite card in my F1 collection. Hopefully over the next couple years I'll be able to pick up some more and continue to grow this. Again, like I said from the start, this has been something I've really enjoyed doing over the last couple months, particularly because the documentary is awesome, the sport's fun to watch, I like the personalities, and I get to do it with my wife. So it's been a lot of fun, but that is what I've got for now, guys. That is what I've been able to acquire over these last few months. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you picked up any F1? Do you plan on picking up any F1? What do you think about it? Always interested in learning what you guys have to say about it. So that is all I got for now, guys. I will see you guys soon. Peace, guys.